And we're back. Welcome back to Carnivore, Scott. No, there's one more day till I can change that fat fingered thing, and it will read Carnivore Scott. But hang in there with me. We're gonna get there. Okay, appreciate y'all. So here today is August the 9th, and this is, can I get a drum roll, please? Day 21, week 3. Three. Try. That's right. Un, deux, trois. So we are right in there. We are now getting into carnivore. A lot of people say it takes about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're going to start seeing things. You may see some things in the beginning, and you may see some things trickle in. And of course, over all of it, you hope you're going to see changes in body composition. Now, how are we going to see changes in body composition? Well, we're going to talk about body composition today. We're going to talk about and give some shout outs to some people that are prevalent in my carnivore experience as it relates to YouTube and motivation and things like that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about things that have gone on today, maybe some things yesterday, things I anticipate for tomorrow. All in all, here we are. So let's first start out with a list of shout outs. I'll put them in the show notes too, but I want people who come here to realize that being on camera, recording yourself, and putting yourself out for the whole world to see is challenging. And it takes effort, and you have to have some sense of either ego. Okay, we'll scratch that. Maybe it's not ego, but well, maybe you have to put that in there a little bit, right? Yeah, skosh, I don't know. But it's this idea that there's a compelling need for me, I guess talk about for myself, like a compelling need that in making these videos, I need to stay true to leave that light on. I need to stay true to what I'm trying to accomplish. These videos do it. Interacting with you all does it. I got I heard a very caring tribute from Robert Bubba Baker today. Today he included to tell us he loved us. He loved the people who are out there reacting and interacting with his videos. Bubba, he puts out a good number of short videos, and Bubba has a tempo of speaking and a language that he uses that just puts out an aura of authenticity. You know, Bubba's gone through a lot of life and he's had a lot of experience. And I'm not one who likes to use profane words, so I won't use it. But he's really at that point in life where, take it or leave it. I'll love you if you take it. I'll love you if you leave it. But this is what it is. Very authentic. If you haven't got a chance to go out and see a Robert Bubba Baker, hey, give him a look. See, the guy's pretty good to watch. I like his style. It's just I like it. Not my style, but it works for him. I like that. Original. But there was a user out there by the name of Linux, and Linux was commenting about the challenges of life, and that you know the weight issue is one thing, the physical issues are one thing, but the emotional and the psychological are something else. And I wanted Linux to know that the carnivore community is an exceptionally caring community. And if you'll if you'll go out on a limb to identify yourself and to interact and put up a video channel, even if you don't do a video channel, you're just interacting in the chats. You're gonna find people who want to come alongside you and lift you up. I really mean that. That's one of those things that's really drawn me to this community over the many communities I've been associated with before. Authenticity, compassion, I've said it before in a couple of videos, but I'll do it one more time at least. Compassion. The root words, two of them are calm and pati. And calm means with, and patri means suffering. So with suffering, with an understanding, that we've walked in those shoes, we've been in that shadow, we know that place. And so with our hearts tender, we offer our support. And I love that about this community. Poco Moonshine family. Dude, you are a breath of fresh air. Your style, your delivery, and what you talk about, and your focus on your family, absolutely stunning. Good on you. Well done. Charlie Whiskey. Now, Charlie Whiskey's day 8, day 9 of this. Posts out some relatively short videos, direct to the point, making progress, showing his weight loss, showing us some of the things he does, and interacting with people, how important family is for him. Again, good on you, Charlie. I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm going to keep commenting, and I'm going to love watching you as you chronicle your journey and as you achieve your goal. So good on you, brother. Also, good lawn war. How are you, sir? Your goal was met. Congratulations, man. You were rocking it, man. You are living the dream, walking the walk. Now you're starting to talk the talk, That's the phenomenon I see in the carnivore community is how well balanced it is between those who have overcome and achieved and are still on the journey and are sharing and helping people, coming alongside them, encouraging them, lifting them up. Those who are in the maybe the early to mid part of their effort, carnivore Kipp, he's out there, he's moving, he's off the couch, he's jogging, he's got his daughter and his wife out with him. He's making it move. He's changing his channel. He's getting sophisticated. He's in that growth phase of his YouTube. He's in this big time changing phase physically, and it's again honest, down home, authentic guy. Yep, really appreciate what you're doing. And I know it sounds awkward maybe for a guy who's 60 plus years old saying you Kipp are motivating me. So thank you, really do. I thank you for putting yourself out there and being genuine and authentic. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to one day we're going to make a confab up here in Alabama or in the southeast, and you'll cook us some steaks. Pretty please. If I bring the beef, will you cook it? All right. Really appreciate you, Carnivore Kipp. And there are so many more. Today, of all days, I should have led with this. Drum roll, please. We've got Kerry from Homestead How with Emma, and they have gone up to Alaska today. They should be in Alaska. I saw a video on today earlier where Bill Knott was expecting their arrival. They may be there now. I hope everything's worked well. I hope all the bags have gotten there. I hope you've got some great video and some pictures in the can. Love to see some more of Daisy. That's one crazy cat. But that steak you cooked today, that ribeye, amazing. So anyhow, good on you there, Kerry. You're doing the Lord's work. You're following through with your walk, and I can't begin to express how meaningful that is to those of us who've just started, to know that people who have been doing YouTube for a long time, who've been successful in another venue, who've been successful. Matter of fact, today, congratulations to Kipp too for meeting your 100-pound weight loss goal. Good on you, man. You look great. That little picture there, we can see where you were excited. You could just see the tendons in your neck, and you can see that you've lost that body fat. Man, that is a testament to your discipline and to your diligence and to the effectiveness of carnivore. So good on you. I'm so happy for you. I know your wife, she got back into it. She's doing her videos, and we're watching those two, and we're rooting for her, and ready to stand in the gap to support either through comments or by prayer, because I am a prayer warrior, and I do believe in prayer, and I pray for you all, and I just hope you know that you're making a big impact in people's lives across the globe. And when you do this documentary, just the sheer magnitude of people that are going to get a new look, a truthful look based on this fact of the change of people. You know, yesterday in your, I believe it was yesterday, you had Dr. Kills on, and whatever day you had Dr. Kills on, I asked that question about stearic acid. But you had that on there, and that doctor, that highly qualified doctor, said, "You have proved the carnivore way of life. And now you're going to bring it to the big screen. You're going to bring it to streaming platforms. You're going to bring it to the people where they are at. You're going to circumvent the big food companies and big pharma, you know." And I think that's going to be absolutely amazing. Maybe we can get a chink in the armor in that phrase standard of care. And I did send you an email with those articles about the stearic acid. But good on you, buddy. And you too, Emma. You're a real hero. You and Sophie eats steaks. That is fantastic, because getting us old people, great. I appreciate that. I'm the recipient of it, so I thank you. But getting into our younger culture, getting into the lives of children or young adults, and say, hey, what you doing? Skittles ain't it. M&M's, no. Kit Kat, Twix, all them other things, you know what I mean? That's not going to get you where you really want to be. Good on you. Proud of you. Not that you need my statements of pride and affirmation, but you should really be proud of yourself for being as courageous as each of you are. Of course, Sean Baker, watching Sean Baker videos today, there's just so many of you out there that are sort of the minimalist carnivore, intentional carnivore. Oh, new one, Lioness Hiker. Welcome, Lioness. Welcome to the carnivore community. You're just a few days into this. Looking forward to hearing more of your story and seeing your successes as you come along. And now, Bumblebee Adventure over there in Holland. Forgive me if I get it wrong. Okay, I apologize, but I know it's not Germany. I spent 12 years there, but congratulations on you joining in. And I know that the community may not be as vocal or outgoing or large as it is here in the United States, but good on you, making the effort, doing the changes, doing it, knowing your why, That's really the important thing. I know they talk about it there with Kerry and on a number of channels, but you really have to know your why. Why are you going to change everything you're going to do? What's in it for you? What is so pressing and so much of a desire to drive the need to say, I am going to forego what I know and go boldly into this lifestyle that seems so radical, but as Dr. Barry says, brings you back to where you should have been. Isn't that amazing? What is bad will be told is good, and what is good you'll be told is bad. And that's written somewhere in a book. Long held, well-read book, right? Deceit is out there among us. And I'm not just going into theological thought, just knowing that there are people out there who have the gall, who have the audacity to tell us that those frosted cereals are good for you, that these energy bars are good for you when they're just loaded with all sorts of different sugars. You put the sugar in any way you want. You can change the names all you want, but it's still a sugar. It's still a carbohydrate. And they just lie, and they just obfuscate For instance, hey, Dr. Boz says do the 3-day sardine fast. Okay. Get your sardines. You think, hey, I'm going to get the sardines in olive oil because it says 100% olive oil. But lo and behold, you can say it's 100% olive oil, virgin olive oil, if 5% of the fluid in there is virgin olive oil. Now, the other 95%, seed oils and all that, I mean, we're not going to worry about that. Let's not talk about that. But 5%, that's just like milk. I know a lot of people don't do dairy in the carnivore. But this is proof again. Whole milk. Whole milk. Whole fat. Not raw. Whole fat. Skim milk. Skim milk. 2%. 1%. Now, what's the difference between whole milk and 2%? Right? It's 1%. That's what good lobbying gets for you. Full fat, 3%. Low fat, 2%. So you still have 66% of the fat content in it, but you can call it low fat. Good lobbying writes poor laws. I think it was McGovern who was in office at the time, and he was in charge of a committee, and they were studying, getting ready to do the food pyramid. And the doctor on the panel said, we're coming up with a thing, the food pyramid, but we really don't recommend it because that food pyramid looks a lot like what we feed our lab animals and what they use to feed, cows and pigs in the feedlots. Don't think it's right. We need more time to study. But McGovern said, I don't have the time. I think if you listen to the audio of it, well, you have the time, but we don't have the time. People's lives are at stake. Pardon the pun. People's lives are at stake. I don't have the luxury of time. And here we go with what we've got. Let's say because, President Eisenhower had a heart attack. Oh, it's all the cholesterol. It's the cholesterol. It's the cholesterol. Yeah, he eats a lot of red meat. That's what it is. They don't mention to you the 2-pack a day smoker of unfiltered Camels for 45 years. No, that he lived a life of stress. No, leading a world war is not stressful at all. But here we are today. Words like standard of care and a mockery of low fat versus full fat. But we know the difference. Everybody else doesn't. So it's incumbent upon us to evangelize this. And that's what Kerry's doing. And he's making this movie. And I try to throw $1.280 here with a super chat. Try to throw something in with a sticker, doing things like that. Everybody can do their part because many hands makes light work. And there we go. Kerry's up there in Alaska getting ready to interview and take some shots of Bill. And that is going to be just absolutely amazing. I also wanted to share with you today, I know we've already gotten long, but I also wanted to share with you today some measurements. I have taken some measurements. And the results are, I don't know what my weight is, but I'll know on Friday. My waist, 47 and a smidge. Hard to take your measurements of your waist when you can't really see it because you got a little bit of Dunlap. And I do mean the waist, like up there, around, the waist, yeah. I guess where hip huggers would go. But around my belly, my belly button, 49.5. My chest, 49.5. So I'm basically a tube. Thighs are roughly 28 inches each at the thickest part. And my arms are 15 and a half. Not all flexed out, just, extend your arm. Extend my arm. You know what Napoleon did with his little armies? He put them in his little sleeveys. All right. And my neck, 18 and a half. Now this shirt is a big shirt. And you can kind of see, About 18 and a half. That's right. All right. And my glutamate maximus, 49.5. So there it is. They're my measurements. Are they horrible? No. Are they good? No. They are what they are. We're working on it. But I've heard many people say, chronicle these things. And yes, I have pictures, but I'm not going to show them yet because I'm not comfortable doing that yet. Clothes and everything on, I'm fine. Like to show things. I mean, Bill, congratulations. You have courage, and you're gonna need a lot of it. You're gonna need a lot of prayer. You're gonna get it from here. And like I wrote today, I'm sure there are literally thousands of people praying. Keep the faith, man. Keep your eyes up on God and press forward. And God will bring you through this. He doesn't bring us to something, he won't bring us through it. I'm sure you've heard that. And then just going on today, just a couple things. So I put up a couple shorts today. Maybe you saw them, maybe you didn't. But I went out to do some service work, and we were mowing the lawn. I thought this was a 1/4 acre lawn. I did not know this is a 1.5 acre. I didn't know that there were divots and ditches and bottles and lawnmower blades from other lawnmowers and some critters and stuff. But we did it. We got most of it done. We lost a belt, so we're gonna have to go back and do some more on another day when we're not having thunderstorms and tornadoes in the area. But and we'll get there. But it was hot, and I was tired, a little woozy. Just 3 weeks into carnivore, not quite to that point where I'm full of energy and I can go and go and go and go. Now I didn't burn because I came home and then I did my lawns before the big rains and all the bad weather. So lots of mowing today, lots of sweating, lots of loss of electrolytes. So let me ask you, is mowing work and exercise? Inquiring minds want to know. Let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. With that, as usual, we want to know, and we want to say all the time, like, subscribe, share, comment, interact. Work with me on this. If this is a content that you're okay with, let me know. It helps. But regardless, I'm going to keep doing it because this is working for me for motivation. I could have driven by our local little hamburger shack, Jack's or whatever, and got a chocolate shake. I do that. Or I used to do that. I could have come in and made a bunch of coffee with real sweeteners in it, but I didn't. I could have done this and I could have done that, right? I didn't. Staying true. Looking forward to Friday's weigh-in. Have a sneaking suspicion it should be different than the last weigh-in at 290.3 or whatever that number is. And staying away from that scale, just like Elon were, staying away. An evil thing, that scale. It's just one tool. It's not everything. With that, I'm going to bid you adieu, au revoir, arrivederci, ciao, whatever you want to do. Auf Wiedersehen. And we'll see you in the next one. I hope you all having a fantastic day. I hope you're meeting your goals. I hope you're finding the value in this carnivore way of life. And I hope you have a blessed day. Take care now. God bless. Bye-bye.